Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about something that all of us face opposition. We all go through seasons of challenges, times when life doesn't seem fair, when the road is harder than we ever expected. But here's the good news: you have what it takes to outlast the opposition. When we talk about perseverance, we're not just talking about the act of enduring hardships. We're talking about a mindset, a choice, and a lifestyle that will carry you through some of the toughest moments in life. It's easy to get discouraged when things aren't going as planned, when the road is rough, and when the opposition seems relentless. But perseverance is what sets apart those who eventually rise above their struggles and those who let their circumstances define them. Perseverance means showing up every day even when the motivation is lacking. It means continuing to take action even when the results aren't immediate. It's the strength to stand tall even when the world around you seems to be falling apart. It's about maintaining that unwavering belief in yourself and your ability to overcome, even when every circumstance tells you to quit. But here's the truth: the most significant victories in life are often won by those who choose not to give up, even in the face of failure, even when they can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not about the absence of struggle, but the willingness to keep moving forward despite it. When you persevere, you are embracing the fact that there will be setbacks, but you are also acknowledging that you are not defined by them. It's easy to think that success is about getting everything right the first time or about avoiding mistakes altogether. But that's simply not true. The true measure of success is how many times you can fail and still get back up. Perseverance doesn't mean you won't experience pain or frustration. It means you're willing to hold on to your vision, your dreams, and your purpose even when it seems impossible. Perseverance is the force that keeps you on your path, no matter how many obstacles come your way. Every time you face something difficult, you grow. Every challenge you overcome builds your resilience. You're becoming stronger, wiser, and more capable with each step. And here's the most important part: perseverance isn't a one-time decision. It's not something you do for a few days or a few weeks and then walk away from. It's a continual commitment to your goals. It's saying, I may not be where I want to be yet, but I'm not stopping. I'm not quitting. I've seen people who were told they'd never succeed, who faced rejection after rejection, yet they persisted. They continued knocking on doors, they kept their heads held high, and eventually they found the breakthrough they had been waiting for. Why? Because they believed that perseverance was key. The road may be long. The hurdles may seem high. But with perseverance, you'll discover something incredible. You'll realize that you were built to handle more than you thought. There is greatness within you, and with persistence, you'll unlock it one step at a time. So no matter where you are in your journey today, remember this: perseverance is key. When life gets tough and when the opposition seems overwhelming, keep going. Keep pressing forward, even on the days when it feels impossible. You are closer than you think to a breakthrough. And it's the perseverance to keep going that will help you outlast the opposition and reach the other side stronger, more capable, and more fulfilled than you ever imagined. Time heals. There's something incredibly powerful about time. When we're in the middle of a difficult situation, whether it's grief, disappointment, failure, or heartbreak, it often feels as though the pain will never end. The weight of the emotions can feel suffocating, and it can be hard to see beyond the current moment. But time has a way of working things out. Time is not just a passage of moments, but a healing force that gradually brings clarity, relief, and restoration. When we go through tough times, we often feel as though we're stuck in that place forever. It's easy to believe that things will never change, that the pain will never subside. But the beauty of time is that it has a way of softening even the hardest of situations. It doesn't happen overnight, and it doesn't always happen in the way we expect, but if we allow it, time will eventually heal the wounds that seem too deep to mend. Think about the last time you went through something painful. At first, it felt like the world was crashing down. The weight of what you were facing seemed unbearable, but as time passed, you started to notice something subtle happening. Your emotions began to settle. Your perspective started to shift. You found new ways to cope, new strengths within yourself, and a renewed sense of hope. That is the healing power of time at work. Time doesn't erase the scars, but it can help us see them in a new light. The pain may not completely disappear, but over time, the rawness of it softens. You begin to realize that what you went through didn't define you, it refined you. It refined you. You grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. What seemed impossible to endure at one point becomes something that you can now look back on and see as part of your journey, a part that shaped you into who you are today. It's important to understand that healing through time doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean pretending that the hard times never happened. Rather, time helps you process, understand, and find meaning in what you've experienced. The lessons learned, the strength gained, and the resilience built become part of your story. Healing is a journey, and time is the guide that walks you through it. Sometimes the healing that comes with time isn't always immediate. It's a gradual process. It's waking up day after day and choosing to keep moving forward. Even when it seems like you're taking 2 steps back for every step forward, time is still working its magic. It's in the quiet moments, in the moments of reflection, that you begin to see how far you've come. Moreover, time helps us put things into perspective. When we're in the midst of a crisis, everything feels urgent, every emotion feels amplified, and every setback seems like the end of the world. But as time moves forward, we start to see things from a different angle. The urgency fades, and what once felt catastrophic becomes part of the broader picture of our lives. We can look at our past challenges not with bitterness or resentment, but with understanding and even gratitude for the growth that came from them. One of the most healing aspects of time is that it teaches us patience. When you're in the thick of something difficult, it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But if you allow yourself to trust that things will get better, that time will bring healing. You'll discover that the waiting period is a vital part of your process. You might not see immediate results, but over time, the healing will become evident. The scars will fade, the pain will lessen, and peace will slowly return. Remember, the most painful parts of your life are not permanent. Time is a great healer. It's just that we need to give it space to work. You might not be able to rush through the healing process, but you can trust that with each passing day you are moving closer to restoration. You're outlasting the pain, and eventually you will be able to look back and see how much stronger, wiser, and more compassionate you have become because of it. So no matter what you're facing today, understand that time heals. The difficult moments will pass, and time will give you the strength and perspective you need to heal, grow, and move forward. Trust in the process. Give yourself grace. Allow time to work its magic, and know that on the other side of this, you'll emerge more whole, more resilient, and more equipped for whatever comes next. Keep moving forward in life. There will be times when it feels like the odds are stacked against you, when progress seems slow and the path ahead is unclear. During these moments, it's easy to become frustrated, disheartened, and tempted to quit. But it's precisely in these moments that the power of perseverance and determination comes into play. The key to overcoming any obstacle, no matter how daunting, is simple: keep moving forward. When we face challenges, it often feels like every step forward is met with 2 steps back. The frustration builds as we question whether we're even on the right path. It's easy to look around and feel like everyone else is advancing faster or achieving more. But here's the truth: progress is still progress, no matter how small. Even if you're not where you want to be yet, the important thing is that you're still moving forward. There's a reason why slow and steady wins the race is a timeless principle. Life isn't always about rapid advancement or constant leaps towards success. Sometimes it's about putting one foot in front of the other, even when the road is rough. Consistency is key. Little by little, step by step, you're building momentum. Even if you can't see the results right away, every small action compounds over time, propelling you closer to where you want to be. The challenge is learning to trust in the process. When setbacks come, and they will, it's crucial to keep moving forward. Sometimes life's obstacles aren't there to defeat us, but to teach us how to endure, how to become stronger, and how to stay focused on the bigger picture. The more you push through the tough times, the more you develop resilience. Every setback is not a failure, but an opportunity to learn and grow. It's also important to recognize that moving forward doesn't always mean doing everything at once or solving all your problems in a single day. Sometimes moving forward is simply about keeping your head up and maintaining your direction, even when things seem uncertain. You don't need to have all the answers or have everything figured out. What you need is the courage to keep moving in the right direction, one step at a time. When faced with uncertainty, the temptation is often to freeze, to stand still, to wait for the perfect moment. But waiting for everything to align perfectly can paralyze you. Instead, focus on what you can control: the decision to keep moving forward. Life isn't about waiting for circumstances to change. It's about taking action despite the circumstances. There will be days when you feel like you're not making any progress at all. The challenges might seem insurmountable, but remember that moving forward doesn't always feel like progress in the moment. Sometimes it's only when you look back that you realize just how far you've come. It's the steady commitment to keep moving, even when it feels like nothing is changing, that ultimately leads to growth and success. In those moments when you feel overwhelmed, remind yourself of the bigger picture. Every challenge is temporary, every difficulty will pass, and by keeping forward momentum, you are guaranteed to outlast the tough times. Success isn't about reaching your destination as quickly as possible. It's about continuing to move in the right direction, regardless of the speed. So even when the going gets tough, even when you feel like giving up, remember this: the power lies in the consistency of moving forward. Even if it's just a small step, or even if you're moving at a slower pace than you'd like, the key is not to stop. Victory comes to the patient. In a world that values speed and instant gratification, we often find ourselves seeking quick results. Whether it's success, personal growth, or achieving a goal, it's easy to want it all now. But real, lasting victory doesn't come from rushing the process or forcing things to happen on our timetable. Victory belongs to those who are willing to be patient, to those who trust that in time their efforts will bear fruit.